It was a cold, rainy evening in New York City. Storm clouds covered the sky as the city lights began to glow. People hurried through the rain, eager to get home before the storm grew stronger. But on a crowded train platform, one young woman stood completely alone. Her name was Emma, and heartbreak weighed heavily on her mind. Just minutes earlier, she had received news that shattered her hopes. The dream job she had worked so hard for was no longer within reach. As she stood there in silence, a sudden gust of wind swept through the station. Before she could react, her notebook slipped from her hands and tumbled away. Emma gasped as she watched it roll dangerously toward the train tracks. Then, just as all hope seemed lost, someone stepped forward. The notebook slid closer to the tracks as the storm raged on. Emma rushed forward, desperate to save the one thing she couldn't afford to lose. The wind grew stronger, carrying the pages of her stories into the rain. Her heart raced as she watched the notebook inch closer to danger. Just then, someone nearby noticed what was happening. Without hesitation, a young man sprinted through the crowded platform. With only seconds to spare, he reached out toward the falling notebook. And at the very last moment, he caught it. Their eyes met for the first time as the rain continued to fall around them. Holding the notebook safely in his hands, he smiled and asked,
Looking for this?
Thank you. I thought it was gone.
Emma held her notebook tightly, relieved that it had been saved. The stranger who rescued it stood before her with a kind and reassuring smile. For a moment, neither of them spoke, yet somehow the silence felt comfortable. The storm had delayed every train, leaving passengers with nothing but time. When they noticed the delay, they shared a small laugh. Seeing no reason to stand in the rain, Daniel invited Emma to sit down. As they sat together, the conversation began to flow naturally. Daniel noticed the pages inside her notebook filled with handwritten stories. Curious, he asked a simple question that made Emma smile. What started as a random encounter was slowly becoming something special. With the train still delayed, Emma and Daniel decided to escape the rain for a while. Together, they walked through the city, sharing an umbrella beneath the stormy sky. For the first time that evening, Emma found herself laughing. A small cafe on the corner offered warmth from the cold rain outside. They stepped inside, leaving the storm behind them. As steaming cups of coffee arrived, their conversation grew deeper. Emma spoke about her dream of becoming a novelist and sharing her stories with the world. Daniel listened carefully, inspired by her passion and determination. Then he shared a dream of his own, opening a music studio where creativity could thrive. As the rain tapped softly against the window, two strangers began building a connection neither expected.
Maybe one day we'll both make our dreams come true.
Maybe this is where it all starts.
Days turned into weeks, and Emma and Daniel began spending more time together. What started as a chance meeting slowly grew into a meaningful friendship. Daniel became the first person eager to read every story Emma wrote. Even after long days, their conversations continued late into the night. Emma found herself smiling every time her phone lit up with his name, and Daniel looked forward to hearing her voice more than anything else. Together, they explored the city and created memories neither would forget. Emma never missed one of Daniel's performances, cheering him on every step of the way. Her confidence began to grow, inspired by his constant encouragement. Neither of them said it aloud, but their friendship was becoming something much deeper. As the weeks passed, Emma found herself thinking about Daniel more and more. Even the smallest message from him could brighten her entire day. And Daniel felt exactly the same whenever Emma crossed his mind. No matter where she went, memories of their time together followed her. The laughter, the conversations, and the countless moments they shared had become impossible to forget. Late at night, Daniel often found himself wondering if she felt the same way he did. Without even realizing it, Emma's thoughts always seemed to return to him. Every message, every call, and every smile brought them a little closer. Whenever they met, the world around them seemed to fade away. Neither of them had said the words yet, but their hearts already knew the truth. One evening, Daniel was working on his music like he had done countless times before. Then a new email appeared on his screen. As he opened the message, his heart began to race. It was an opportunity he had dreamed about for years. A music production company in Los Angeles wanted him to join their team. It was the chance he had always hoped would come someday. For a moment, excitement filled his mind as he imagined the future ahead. But then his thoughts turned to Emma. The closer he felt to his dream, the harder the decision became. Finally, he picked up his phone and asked Emma to meet him the next day. The next evening, Emma met Daniel in the park, unaware that everything was about to change. At first, it felt like any other day they had spent together. But Daniel seemed unusually quiet, searching for the right words. Emma could tell something was weighing heavily on his mind. Finally, Daniel shared the news he had been struggling to tell her. The moment Emma heard the words Los Angeles, her heart sank. It was the opportunity Daniel had always dreamed about. Even though she was happy for him, hiding her sadness was not easy. As the sun slowly disappeared beyond the horizon, neither knew what to say next. There were so many feelings between them, yet neither found the courage to speak them aloud. The days passed faster than either of them wanted. Knowing their time together was limited made every moment feel more precious. Emma often found herself watching Daniel, wishing she could stop time. And Daniel quietly treasured every smile, every laugh, and every second they shared. They spent their days together as they always had, pretending nothing was changing. But every conversation carried the weight of an approaching goodbye. As Daniel packed for Los Angeles, the reality of leaving finally began to sink in. Alone with her thoughts, Emma struggled to ignore what her heart was trying to tell her. On their final evening together, words seemed harder to find than ever before. So much remained unspoken, hanging silently between them as the sun disappeared beyond the city skyline. The morning of Daniel's departure arrived far sooner than either of them expected. Standing in the airport terminal, Daniel tried to prepare himself for what came next. A few moments later, Emma arrived, searching through the crowd until she found him. Their eyes met, and suddenly all the emotions they had been hiding felt impossible to ignore. Yet despite everything they felt, the words remained trapped inside their hearts. The departure board was a painful reminder that time was running out. Both tried to smile, pretending this goodbye would be easier than it really was. Then the boarding announcement echoed through the terminal. With a heavy heart, Daniel picked up his suitcase and began walking away. As he disappeared into the crowd, Emma felt as though a part of her was leaving with him. After Daniel left, home didn't feel the same anymore. The silence felt louder than ever before. Each night, Emma found herself staring out the window, lost in thought. She returned to the places they used to visit together. But without Daniel, every familiar place felt strangely empty. She tried to focus on her writing, but her mind kept drifting back to him. Every street, every song, and every memory seemed to carry his presence. The more she missed him, the more she realized how important he had become. Then one night, while searching through her notebook, she found something unexpected. A note from Daniel, hidden between the pages all along. As Emma read Daniel's note again, her heart finally accepted what it had been trying to say all along. She loved him, and she couldn't let him disappear from her life without knowing the truth. Without wasting another second, Emma began packing her bags. For the first time in weeks, fear was no longer stronger than hope. As the city rushed past outside the taxi window, her decision felt more certain than ever. She hurried through the airport, driven by a single thought. Throughout the flight, Daniel's words remained close to her heart. Hours later, Los Angeles appeared beneath the clouds. Emma's heart pounded faster with every mile that brought her closer to him. And at last, she stood outside the place where Daniel's new life had begun. After traveling across the country, Emma finally arrived at Daniel's music studio. Her heart raced as she stood outside the door, wondering what would happen next. Taking a deep breath, she stepped inside. Inside, Daniel was focused on his work, completely unaware of who had just entered the room. Then he heard the door and turned around. For a moment, neither of them moved. Daniel could hardly believe what he was seeing. And Emma knew she had made the right decision. Everything they had left unsaid seemed to fill the room. After weeks apart, they were finally standing together again. For a moment, neither of them spoke. The silence said more than words ever could. Emma held Daniel's note tightly, remembering the words that had changed everything. She had traveled thousands of miles for this moment. Daniel waited quietly, sensing that what came next would change both of their lives forever. Finally, Emma found the courage she had been searching for. As the words left her lips, Daniel felt every doubt disappear. For the first time, neither of them had anything left to hide. The truth they had both been carrying for so long was finally spoken aloud. Tears turned into smiles as their hearts found the answer they had been waiting for. And in that embrace, every mile, every goodbye, and every fear suddenly felt worth it. A new day began, bringing with it a future neither Emma nor Daniel had imagined possible. Together, they embraced the city that had once separated them and turned it into a place they could call home. Side by side, they supported each other's dreams every step of the way. Emma poured her heart into the stories she had always wanted to tell, and Daniel finally had the opportunity to create the music he had dreamed of for years. Through every success and every challenge, they faced life together. Before long, Emma's dream became reality as her first novel reached readers everywhere. And Daniel's talent began earning the recognition he had worked so hard for. But their greatest achievement wasn't fame or success. It was finding someone who believed in them, loved them, and chose to stay. Sometimes the best stories begin with a chance encounter and end with two hearts finding their way home.